Everybody wants to know, who is Rashida Strober? And what's this dark-skinned thing she started? Well, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, is the first woman in history to create a movement only for dark skin. Rashida Strober is the creator, the originator, the architect of the first platform in history for dark skin. She created this dark skin platform in the year 1998 and called it dark skin activism and called herself the dark skin activist. Now, since 1998, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark skin activist, built from the ground up the dark skin activist platform into a global brand. Facts about Rashida. Rashida Strober is the originator, creator, architect of the dark skin platform. 1998, Rashida gave birth to dark skin activism with a speech about the dark skinned Sudanese model Alec Weck at St. Petersburg College. From 1998 to 2005, Rashida served as an activist in her community while continuing to develop creative works around only dark skin. In 2006, Rashida created the Dark Skin Activist Tour featuring her one-woman play, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. In 2009, Rashida built the first dark skin website. Also in 2009, Rashida brought the first dark skin platform to social media by creating the first channel for dark skin on YouTube and social media. In 2012, Rashida created the first dark skin show that focused only on the issues of dark skin, called A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. In 2011, Rashida created the concept, the paradigm of darkism. That's right, darkism, meaning the discrimination of dark-skinned people. And she wrote and published the book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Now, the book can be found at queenofdarkskin.com or Amazon. In 2013, Rashida wrote the first motivational book for dark-skinned females called How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet. The book can be found at queenofdarkskin.com or Amazon. In 2013, Rashida made history by appearing on TV as the first to bring the dark skin platform to the masses, by being the first to bring the bully for a dark skinned girl narrative to TV when she discussed her play A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge on Bay News 9. In 2014, Rashida brought dark skin counseling online and has since counseled countless people on colorism and darkism. She is the first person in history to do colorism and darkism counseling. In 2014, Rashida introduced the Dark Skin Activist platform to the Tommy Sotomayor Show, which was previously unheard of. Since 2014, Rashida set the colorism debate standards that all others have followed by debating countless men and women on social media in regards to colorism and darkism. YouTube Rashida Strober interviews. In 2015, the dark skin activist brand became famous and known to millions because of the Kendrick Lamar beef Rashida had with Kendrick in regards to colorism and darkism. In 2015, people all over the world wrote about the dark-skinned activist Rashida Strober, including The Breakfast Club and Charlemagne, making Rashida Strober Donkey of the Day for being the dark-skinned activist and calling out Kendrick Lamar's colorism. In 2017, Rashida was an opponent in the first colorism/darkism debate with another woman on Sonetta TV. Rashida Strober is the first artist to focus her work only on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first author to write only on dark skin. Rashida Strober has written more books on dark skin than anyone in the world. Rashida Strober has written more plays on dark skin than anyone in the world. Rashida Strober is the creator of social commentary on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first actress to initiate performances only on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first debater to focus only on darkism and colorism. Rashida Strober is the creator of the paradigm darkism. Rashida Strober is the undisputed queen of dark skin, as evidenced by her stellar record that stems back to 1998 when she built the first dark skin platform called Dark Skin Activism. queenofdarkskin.com. Rashida Strober, the dark skin activist. Okay, good evening, y'all. Let me go ahead and minimize the screen here. Hey, everybody. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Y'all know who it is. Yeah, y'all know who it is. What's up? I got my Got Melanin shirt on because I got a lot of melanin. I'm proud of my melanin. I'm proud of my ancestors who died, who fought for me, who made it possible for me to be here and sit here and talk to y'all. Unlike Kanye West, who shitted on the slaves, on the African slaves. First of all, I want to say I'm fresh off an interview or a discussion, whatever you want to call it, on the Star Chamber. For those of y'all that don't know, some of y'all might know, the Star Chamber, you could just go to YouTube and type in the Star Chamber and his channel is going to come up. I want to say shout out to the Star Chamber because you did invite me onto your platform to talk about the recent interview that Kanye West had with Charlemagne. And to be honest with y'all, because of, the back and forth that I had with Tommy Sotomayor back in 2014, when we were talking about Kanye West and his choice to marry the white woman, Kim Kardashian, I was just like, people already knew how I felt about Kanye West. But on yesterday, I did receive a call from Star in regards to coming on to the Star Chamber and giving my commentary on the interview that Kanye West recently had with Charlemagne. And so that is what I did. So I want to say off the top, I want to say shout out to Star from the Star Chamber off the top. Let me go to, hold on, y'all. Just want to make sure that I got all these doggone windows open. Like, oh my God. I got a ton of windows open here. So what I'm going to do is close out some of these windows here. There. Yeah, the Star Chamber interview. Hey, Myron, the Star Chamber interview just went down. I was just on the phone with an individual that was also a guest on there, but I was also on the phone and I didn't know that this particular person was going to come on the phone, but Kanye West's cousin. And I believe y'all can go listen to the interview. I'm pretty sure Star is going to put the interview up on his channel at some point, or maybe he'll send it to me and I'll put it up on his channel, whatnot. But anyway, I believe that Kanye West, this particular cousin, was named Larry. And the interview was going well. We were discussing, you know what I'm saying, Kanye West's recent interview with Charlemagne. And I am going to talk about the interview in detail with Charlemagne tonight because I did take copious notes after listening to the interview several times. And once again, I want to say shout out to Star from the Star Chamber because he's the one that actually made me aware that there was a brand new interview going on with Kanye West and Charlemagne. So I want to say thank you for that because I was not aware of that until he called me and let me know this. But anyway, I went on to the show tonight and we were having a pretty good discussion around the issues that were raised in the interview with Kanye West. And I was on the show probably for no more than, I would say, 20 minutes, 25 minutes. When, and I don't think that this argument, I don't think, it wasn't something that was planned. It wasn't something that was meant to happen. But sometimes when people begin to speak on hot button issues, it turns into, it gets real emotional. You understand what I'm saying? And I don't know Kanye West's cousin. I don't know this man from Adam. Like I said, I did not know that he was going to be a part of this interview. I did not know that going into it. It just, and it's nothing on Star at all. So please do not misconstrue this as anything on Star. It's just an organic thing that took place, as is all of the beefs that I've seen to keep getting into with these rappers that do not appreciate the dark-skinned woman, do not care about the dark-skinned woman. But again, that wasn't even the issue. That wasn't the initial issue. That wasn't what the initial argument was about between myself and Kanye West's cousin, who I believe his name is Larry. We got into the discussion about Kanye West's comments on TMZ, where he spoke about slavery being the fault of the enslaved.
And I got a problem with that. And Kanye West's cousin, Larry, he basically was defending his cousin. And you know what? I'm all for a person defending their family. I get it. I understand. You know what I'm saying? He spoke about Kanye West's mother and his father being Black activists in the community. And that's one of the reasons why initially, let me say this initially, when Kanye West came out, I believe it was in 2004 with College Dropout. And I remember, I forget, he had the song on there that he sampled from Lauryn Hill, who I love to death. Don't ever speak foul of Lauryn Hill. Not saying that he has, but when he came out with College Dropout, I believe it was in 2004, with that when it all falls down. That was Lauryn Hill. That was Lauryn Hill's song off of her Unplugged album. And I got the utmost respect for Lauryn Hill. I named my daughter after Lauryn Hill. Kanye West fooled me, because you know what I'm saying? I was like, in my mind, I felt like he was this conscious Black man, especially you using the music of the dark-skinned great Lauryn Hill. You understand what I'm saying? I believe that he had Selena Johnson wound up singing the song, which she did a great job, but that song came from Lauryn Hill. And so in my mind, I was like, okay, here we got this talented, conscious brother. In my head, he was conscious. You understand what I'm saying? And I had respect for him on that strength. And then I started to see him in the media with his dark-skinned mother, his beautiful dark-skinned mother, Donda West. I'll never forget it. I grew up in the 90s. I came from the 90s. I came from that era of Lauryn Hill, that era of conscious music. You understand what I'm saying? And so when Kanye West came on the scene and I heard him sampling Lauryn Hill music, and I even heard him speak, you know, very highly of Lauryn Hill, and obviously you felt highly about the dark-skinned Lauryn Hill because you were sampling her music. So that's the perspective that I came from with Kanye West. Initially liking Kanye West, initially rooting for Kanye West. Let's get that clear. So to hear Kanye West, what is this? This is 2018. 2018. You came out with College Dropout. What was that? 2004. That's 14 years later. 14 years later, to hear you come up onto a mainstream white platform and shit on the African slaves by, you know, saying that it's basically their fault that they're enslaved. And then your cousin came up on to this platform, you know, when I was doing this interview on the Star Chamber, this was about a good 30 minutes ago. You came up on there. Initially, it was no beef. It was no argument, but you was defending his comments. I can't. And that was the root of the argument. That was the root of my argument with Kanye West's cousin, Larry, when he basically defended Kanye West's comments about slavery, about 400 years of slavery being the fault of the African slaves. And I believe somebody brought up the Haitian Revolution. And I believe it was Kanye West's cousin, talk about the Haitian Revolution and how the Haitians, you know, they fought. Okay, I understand where you're coming from. I get where you're coming from with that historical perspective of it. But I don't think that that is where Kanye West was coming from with his comments, basically blaming the Africans for their own enslavement. When you sit here, and my whole thing is you sit here because of the enslaved Africans. You're able to pursue what you want to pursue in terms of a music career because of the enslaved Africans and all that they went through. You wouldn't even be here, Kanye. This is the thing. This is what I'm talking about when these black men, when they get this wealth, when they get this money, when they get this power, this is what they do. They shit on their own people. You shitted on black women. You shitted on your own mother. I don't care what nobody say. You shitted on your dark-skinned mother when you decided to take your wealth and put it into the hands of a white woman. Kim Kardashian, you shouldn't even be saying. I think I saw some updates. You know how YouTube gives you these little updates where they talking about people showing you people's videos speaking on a particular topic. I think I saw Kim Kardashian and her, you know, it was a video about her commentary. Honey, you don't have the authority. You don't have the rights. You don't have the wherewithal. You don't have the ability to feel the pain of a dark-skinned woman like me when I hear a black man who you've taken from black women. That's what you've done. You don't have the you don't have the authority to come and speak about it. I don't want to hear nothing you got to say about it, to be honest about it. Like, Kanye West, you're a disgrace. You're a disgrace to black people. What you've done in exchange for wealth, for power, for status, for notoriety is you sold black people out. And your comment on blaming black people for 400 years of slavery, that right there sealed the deal for me. It sealed the deal. And I want to say this to y'all. Those of you that are just tuning in, first of all, you are tuned in to Rashida Strober, the world's first dark-skinned activist, the creator of the science of dark-skinned activism in 1998, which is the first platform for dark skin, did it before social media. I am the creator of the dark skin lane. For more information, go to my website, queenofdarkskin.com, queenofdarkskin.com. Also, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I got a lot of very, very, very important things coming up in the next few months and even in the next few weeks. I'm getting ready to drop my next dark skin book. I've written more dark skin books than anybody on the planet. This is what I do. I'm the dark skin activist. This is my life's work. All praise is due. So how did I wind up arguing with Kanye West's cousin on the phone? Because it was a phone interview. It was 3 people on the line. Well, first it was 2 people that were guests, myself and another guest, and then Kanye West's cousin, he came on the line. And when he started defending Kanye West's comments on blaming the Africans for their enslavement, that was it. That was, you know, I had to throw the cordialness aside and deal with the realness and the ramifications of what Kanye West is putting out here to the rest of the world. You understand what I'm saying? This man is completely his comments on slavery, on the slavery issue was just so offensive to me. When I think about the millions of Africans that sacrificed for me to even be here, to come on to YouTube, to even talk to y'all about darkism. You understand what I'm saying? Do you know how many people lost their lives and sacrificed their life? And for you to shit on that legacy, Kanye West, black card taken. Your black card is completely and fully taken. So yeah, the interview went south. Star had to bring it down. He had to bring it down because the interview went south. It went south. And I'm usually, when I'm doing my interviews, I'm very cordial with people that I don't agree with. But to sit here and make a defense for Kanye West speaking ill of innocent people, of his own ancestors, is a complete and utter disgrace. A complete and utter disgrace. And I wasn't even planning on coming on here making a live, y'all. I was not planning on making a live tonight. My plan was to do the Star Chamber and then get off the Star Chamber and then go on about my business and do what I needed to do, because I already uploaded a video speaking about my feelings on Kanye West and darkism. It wasn't the complete analysis of the interview that I watched between him and Charlemagne, which is what I'm going to do right now, because I didn't get a chance to get the complete analysis that I have of Kanye West's interview with Charlemagne. So I'm going to give that to y'all right now. Let me go to the comments real quick. Hold on one second, y'all. I want to say shout out to everybody that's watching tonight. And I want to say that every black person, I feel, should be offended at Kanye West's comments about the African slaves. If you're not offended, then you need to look within yourself. If you're not offended as a Black person, you need to look within yourself. Yeah, LP, it went south. It went all the way south to the point of it went south. Like I said, what y'all could do, y'all could go in the Star Chamber, his channel, just Google or YouTube, I'm sorry, Star Chamber, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna put the interview up. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be up soon. But let me go ahead and get down to the analysis that I have of Kanye West's interview with Charlemagne. I'm not a fan of Charlemagne at all because I don't like the way that I was treated after the whole donkey of the day that Charlemagne and the Breakfast Club made me for calling myself the dark-skinned activist and calling out Kendrick Lamar's colorism / darkism. I don't like the way that I was treated. I don't think I was treated fairly. But what I will say is I do believe, and I think that this is a function of the darkism and the camaraderie that goes on between Black males in the industry, where they are more understanding of each other, where they are willing to give each other a platform, even though they know that some of the things that they're doing are not right for the Black community, throwing Black women under the bus. So I feel that Charlemagne, I feel that although he did a good interview, I feel that he was biased in a sense. But let me just get to my analysis of the interview. So as I stated on the Star Chamber, there were basically 4 themes that I came up with after listening to this interview at least 4 times. And number 1 was, and I have my notes right here. Number 1 was validation, a constant theme of wanting to be validated and wanting to mainly be validated, in my opinion, by white people. Also insecurity, racial contradictions. And as a dark-skinned Black woman watching this interview, it was painful for me to watch, but I forced myself to watch it out of respect for Star contacting me and wanting me to provide my dark-skinned activist commentary, which dark-skinned activism, again, I want to let everybody know, is the first platform for dark skin, created well before social media in 1998. So I'm gonna break down the interview once again from the dark-skinned activist Rashida Strober perspective. So the 4 major themes, once again, was validation, insecurity, racial contradictions. And again, as a dark-skinned Black woman, it was painful for me to watch. So he called the breakdown that he had, I believe it was last year, he called it a breakthrough. Now, some of the things I will say, I'm gonna let you guys know off the top because I'm a fair person. Some of the things that Kanye West spoke about in this interview, I could empathize with him on. I understood and I had empathy for him, although he pissed me off, although it was painful for me to watch as a dark-skinned Black woman. And hold on, y'all, because I got Lauren up here. Hold on one second. Okay, so I'm back, y'all. So that was the first thing. He calls his breakdown a breakthrough, and I can respect that. I can respect the fact that going through a mental breakdown, some people call it a nervous breakdown, that even though you went through this breakdown, that you were still able to find something positive in it that you saw as breakthroughs. So that's one thing I could respect. And this is in no particular order. I was just taking notes as I was listening to the interview. On that note, he also said that he wanted to change mental illness, the crazy stigma. He said taking something, he talked about people, how they take something that someone says and deem it as crazy. He spoke about taking something, this was his exact quote, taking something that is enlightened, putting it in a different context, then calling it crazy. And again, y'all gonna be surprised at some of my reactions to this interview. That was relatable to me because people have called me crazy for calling myself the dark skin activist and creating the science of dark skin activism. So that was relatable to me. I understood where he was coming from with how people could take what you say and misconstrue your words as crazy. And then later on, people will emulate you. People may copy you. The very thing that they're saying is crazy. So Kanye, I felt you on that. I respect you on that. And I personally don't think that Kanye West is crazy at all. I don't think he's crazy. He did speak about being on some type of meds. He did not say what type of meds he was on, but he did speak on that. But I don't think Kanye West is crazy. I think Kanye West has a right to his freedom of speech. Even the comments that he made about slavery, that's the fair person that I am. I don't agree with one bit. But does he have the right to speak on it? Yes. So back to the comments on, this whole crazy situation. I have a friend that actually has a mental illness. Shout out to you. Her name is Swear Woodard. Y'all can find her on Facebook. She wrote a book called Don't Call Me Crazy, I'm Just in Love, and Don't Call Me Crazy Again. She suffered from paranoid schizophrenia. And one of the missions that I could respect about her, and I've supported her throughout the years, she's been on Bay News 9 as well. This woman has been fighting for years to end the stigma on mental illness. So that was relatable to me when Kanye West said that he wants to change the crazy stigma in regards to mental illness. And I feel that it does need to be changed and it does need to be addressed. And that's why I've supported my friend Swear Woodard for years, because she's been a person that I personally know that has worked tirelessly in the Black community to end the stigma that is on mental illness. So shout out to you for that, Kanye West. He also spoke about the Jay-Z situation in regards to being disappointed that Jay-Z and Beyonce did not attend his wedding. And when he spoke about that, I could see a lot of hurt in him in that regard. And I don't blame him. I would be hurt too if someone that I considered to be my brother, someone that I considered to be my friend, did not show up to my wedding, one of the most important events in your life. And I believe Charlamagne asked him the question, have they saw each other? And he said that he hasn't, physically saw him recently, but I believe he talked about texting him. And I could feel his pain on that. It was a lot of things that I could look at Kanye West and I could see in the interview. I could see his sincerity, that he was being real. He was being transparent. And this is one of the situations where I felt like he was just being a human being and expressing his emotions and how he felt about Jay-Z, and the rift that came between them. But at the same time, he made it clear, hey, that's still my brother. I still love my brother. So I can respect you on that. He also talked about the Obama situation. And y'all, let me get into detail here. I got my list here because it was important to me to sit there objectively and watch this video from beginning to end. And really listen to the things that he said. So he talked about the Obama situation. And when he talked about President Obama, the narcissism came out again. And I don't think that Kanye West, just based on the way he spoke about narcissism, even admitting to being narcissistic when he talked about using other people as his therapist. When he was asked the question, well, do you see a therapist, by Charlamagne? He talked about he doesn't have a therapist. He uses people as his therapist. And he admitted to that being narcissistic. So on that note, going back to President Obama, he talked about Obama at one point having a meeting with him and his mother and Obama saying that Kanye was his favorite rapper. And then later on, where, Obama had different rappers that he invited to the White House, and Kanye West was apparently not a part of that. And I saw hurt in Kanye West. And it's this whole thing again of validation that just continuously just popped up all throughout the interview, where he wanted to be validated. He even said something to the effect that he just wants Obama to say you love me, Say you love me publicly. Let the people know that I'm your favorite rapper. Let the people know that you love me. Kanye West is in a constant search of validation. And I'm wondering why. When you look at this man who is wealthy, who has achieved, all this wealth, all this fame, you're married to one of the most famous white women on the planet, Kim Kardashian. You got your wish. You dissed black women. You left black women, for Kim Kardashian. You went from light skin to white skin. You got your wish, but you're still not satisfied. You're still seeking validation. It still hasn't fulfilled you, Kanye West. Let's move on. He talked about being, he bragged about being as famous as the president, but with no security. Again, constant validation. A constant need to say, look at me, I'm Kanye West. I'm yay. As a matter of fact, he a couple of times throughout the interview, he talked about I'm yay. Just this completely, in my opinion, narcissistic person that can never receive enough respect, enough rewards, enough awards, enough money, enough validation from people, particularly white people. He called his rants brave. Everybody has a different opinion of that. Again, I believe in a person's right to freedom of speech. So Kanye West, if you think by ranting and raving on social media or whatever platforms you decide to rant and rave on, if you see those rant and raves as brave, then that's your right to see him as brave. He also talked about he compared himself to Malcolm X, which I found to be ever contradictory, because Malcolm X, and I'm paraphrasing what Malcolm X said when he spoke about interracial relationships, where he said, how can, again, paraphrasing Malcolm X, how can we trust a so-called black leader to be a black leader when you can't even marry a woman that's black? So in that same vein, how can you even have the audacity to compare yourself, Kanye West, to Malcolm X, who wouldn't even agree with you in regards to black leadership, given the fact that you chose not to marry a black woman? You're a walking contradiction. Malcolm X wouldn't co-sign you at all, based upon Malcolm X commentary on interracial dating, based upon the fact that Malcolm X married the dark-skinned Dr. Betty Shabazz. Let us not forget that. Moving right along. He also compared himself to Tupac. Okay, I'll give you that, because God rest the dead. Tupac, I believe his wife that he was married to at one time, she wasn't dark-skinned, she was brown-skinned. But Tupac also dated women who were mixed race. There's plenty of pictures online. I don't have to come on a social media platform and say nothing that is not true. So, I think that comparison is sort of kind of fair in that regard. He also talked about going back to the issue of insecurity. He talked, I love the fact, I will say, that he showcased honesty and a vulnerability that a lot of people are afraid, especially people on his level that are very famous and wealthy, and they have millions of fans all around the world. He showcased a vulnerability that I didn't expect from him when he talked about the reception of his album Saint Pablo, and when he talked about his insecurities getting older, and Saint Pablo not being received like College Dropout was, in terms of airplay, in terms of, he talked about competition that he had with other rappers, so I could respect and appreciate that vulnerability, that transparency that he showcased in this interview. It was real honest, so I respected that. He talked about also, and I kind of, you begin to understand him in regards to his upbringing because he said that Kanye means only me. That was very interesting when he gave the meaning to his name, only me. Kanye meaning only me. He spoke on having no enemies. He said, no, there are no bad enemies. Even people that kill you are not your enemies. Some of the things, again, he's saying is like completely outlandish. That didn't make a whole lot of sense to me because I don't understand. I fail to understand how people that kill you are not your enemies. That doesn't make any sense to me. Let's go back to slavery. I don't understand how anybody could argue how the slaves who were, a lot of them that were murdered, a lot of the Native Americans that were murdered by Europeans, I don't understand how one could argue, for example, that they would not be, the Europeans would not be the enemies of the Africans or the enemies of the Indians after murdering them. That doesn't make any sense to me, Kanye. See, a lot of things you said, you're a walking contradiction. Examples of being a walking contradiction. But maybe you're doing that on purpose. I don't know. Of course, he's, a Trump supporter. He's let the world know that he supports Trump. I mean, he was on TMZ before he made the derogatory comments blaming the slaves for their enslavement. He was like, Trump is my boy, just going to all happy, praising Trump. This next comment really showcased the darkism that I have been speaking on since 1998, when I created the first platform for dark skin, known as dark skin activism. This comment that he made in regards to Harriet Tubman really ate at me. And I got the sense when I was speaking on this that people would say that, oh, well, Kanye, you're taking his comment about Harriet Tubman out of context. But Kanye West said that he'd rather see Michael Jordan dark skin. He didn't say dark skin, but I'm saying, because obviously Michael Jordan is dark skinned. He said he'd rather see Michael Jordan, who is dark skinned, on a $20 bill as opposed to seeing Harriet Tubman, who is dark skinned, on the $20 bill. Now, to me, that's subconscious darkism against dark skinned women, whether you admit to it or not, Kanye West, because you probably would never admit to the people that you don't like dark-skinned women, because I've never seen you date a dark-skinned woman. Even when you were dating Black women, the woman that you dated, she was not dark-skinned. She was light-skinned to brown-skinned. She certainly was not dark-skinned. Your wife is not Black, not dark-skinned. She is a white woman. So that's an indication to me that you don't like dark skin. And when he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl. Prophetic are we, Kanye West? I have a problem with you shitting on dark-skinned women. How could you? Harriet Tubman is the woman that led so many slaves to freedom. Who shits on Harriet Tubman? How disrespectful is that? But again, it's indicative of the fact that there are scores of wealthy Black men who hate dark-skinned Black women, as evidenced by Kanye West's words regarding the dark-skinned Harriet Tubman. It's subconscious. See, sometimes you don't always have to say it out of your mouth. It's your actions that show your disdain, that show your hatred. And in this case, Kanye West, you show and improve. You show and improve it with everything that you do. You are showing and proving your disdain for dark-skinned women. And I remember going on to Tommy Sotomayor, and Tommy Sotomayor valiantly defending Kanye West's choice and right to marry Kim Kardashian because, oh, he just couldn't find a black woman or a dark-skinned woman on the level of Kim Kardashian. Let me tell you something. It's the dark skin, boo. It ain't about the money. It ain't about the wealth. Because if that's the case, explain to me why, for example, Tiger Woods married a white woman from the lower classes. She didn't have all this wealth when he married her. And it's a lot of black men that do that. They will go and get a white woman, a non-black woman who is of a lower class in society, and they will wife her up and turn her into a wealthy, well taken care of woman of means. This goes on all the time. So it's not about the wealth. It's not about the level of wealth. That's a lie. And for anybody out there that believes that, you're fooling yourself. You're fooling yourself with these black men. See, I know what it is. As a downtrodden, dark-skinned woman, Kanye West would never date, marry, consider touching the likes of a fully black woman with nappy hair like me. I'm not good enough. And his comments about Harriet Tubman, his disrespectful, darkest comments about Harriet Tubman, clearly, beyond a shadow of a doubt, showcases this. No one can argue that it doesn't. You can try, but you would just be in darkism denial. Commercial break. Moving right along. That was really upsetting for me, his comment about Harriet Tubman. That actually made me want to just turn off the interview. But I persevered on through and I listened to what he had to say because, again, I was asked for my commentary by Star. I wanted to respect that by listening to the entire interview and being objective as possible. Charlemagne claimed that Kanye West's brand is rebelling against Kanye the man. And oddly enough, after thinking about that, I can agree with that. I can agree. I think Kanye West is a very conflicted, confused human being. I think that in his quest to seek validation for his artistry, in his quest to get money, in his quest to take the world by storm, I think that he's lost sight of who he really is as a black man. And, again, that was quite clear to me in the fact that he continued to dance around race. And I took notes on that. He constantly tried to avoid race by pretending that, and I heard him use these words, we're all one family. But at the same time, he couldn't avoid race. He kept contradicting himself. And I wrote down some examples, some concrete examples of how he contradicted himself in terms of trying to dance around the race question, but then having to turn right back around and backtrack and use race to describe his own marginalization. So, for example, he talked about a rap song. This is some rap song he wrote in regard. He was talking about, I guess, in reference to his upbringing. And I'm paraphrasing. He talked about white dominance in this particular rap. But Kanye, you talk about white dominance. You talked about your parents teaching their kids about white dominance. But you basically gave in to white dominance when you decided to marry a white woman. When you decided that black women weren't good enough for you. When you decided that light-skinned black women weren't even good enough for you. And when he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl. Remember that? Then he was constantly speaking about how white-owned companies have marginalized or white entities have marginalized his economic progress. Then he talked about, he called them a black tribe that was there to support him when he was in the hospital, when he had his mental breakdown. But you want to pretend that race don't exist. You want to pretend that we're all one big family. You wanted to dance around the question when talking about your wife and then jumping on the topic of Harriet Tubman. Then you talked about, he said something to the effect, and I'm paraphrasing, black perfection. He talked about the idea of black perfection, how a black person can't be perfect in the public eye, which is a form of control. But then you want to talk about we're all one big happy family. But then you want to complain about this idea of black perfection. Then he quoted, getting back to Kendrick Lamar, and it's ironic how Kendrick, you quote Kendrick Lamar, but it's like these black men, they have like this cult where they all come together and agree not to marry or date a real authentic looking black woman, a dark skinned black woman with nappy hair once they get that money. It's like they're all in this cult. So it's ironic that he quoted Kendrick Lamar. So he quotes a skit from Kendrick Lamar where he talked about what Tupac talked about being a black man making it to a certain age. And Kanye said he was glad that he made it to the age of 39 as a black man with his opinion. But then Kanye, you constantly danced around race. You constantly alluded to this one big happy racial family. But then you turn right back around and talk about, oh, I'm just so thankful that I was able to make it to the age of 39 as a black man with my opinion. Then you go on to talk about how this fashion show LeBron'd you because you arrived 45 minutes late. Then you go on to talk about how the mainstream white press doesn't respect rappers when they're writing about them to the same intellectual, respectable, complimentary level as white people who he named Howard Hughes. Again, white people always the standard. Howard Hughes, Picasso, and Einstein. Then you talked about how you tweeted Mark Zuckerberg, the owner of Facebook, because he said that Mark Zuckerberg wanted to meet with him. And then he turns around, he has a meeting with Mark Zuckerberg, and then he insinuates that Mark Zuckerberg didn't, he insinuates. Y'all go back and listen to the interview. I can deduce from his comments that he was saying that he wasn't helped by white people, by certain people in his circles when it came to figuring out how to value his company. And then again, this is the same man that was saying that we're all one big happy family, kumbaya. But then you said when you learned about the valuation of your company, you felt like a slave getting a social security number. But then you turn around on TMZ and you shit on the slaves, blaming them for their enslavement. You can't have it both ways, Kanye West. This man is, woo. I'm going to the comments here because I'm gonna continue. disgusted by him. Y'all, I'm just completely and utterly disgusted by how this man uses black people when he needs black people, but you discard black people. You shit on Harriet Tubman. You shit on the slaves. You shit on dark-skinned black women by not marrying one. You shit on black women by not marrying one. But then when it's convenient for you, I wrote down 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 instances of how you played a race card and this is from your own words, y'all. I only deal with what is factual. Let's get that clear. This is in his own words. I listened to the words that came out of Kanye West's mouth and making my assessment and commentary of the interview that he did with Charlamagne. It's all factual. All based on facts, people. I want to encourage everybody out there that's listening real quickly to make sure that y'all go ahead and y'all donate to my campaign. I have the Dark Skin Activist campaign. I'm on the Dark Skin Activist continuous tour featuring my one-woman play, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. And I want to encourage everybody that's out there listening to make sure that you make a donation, because the donations go towards the production. And Kanye West, if you're out there, what you should do is make a donation. What you should do is make a donation to my campaign. After shitting on black people, after shitting on the slaves, what you should do is make a donation to my Dark Skin Activist campaign. Redeem yourself, Kanye West. I'm going to go ahead and put the information here in the chat box here. And I'm going to ask that everyone that is watching, please consider making a donation to my campaign right now. I am on the Dark Skin Activist tour featuring my one-woman play, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. I have been on tour since 2006, a struggling artist fighting to continue to build the first platform in the world for dark-skinned people, which is dark skin activism. And that comes through my plays, my books, and my social commentary, mainly my books, which my commentary comes from. I'm asking everyone that is watching this to please make a donation. Right now, I'm in the middle of working to produce another show. And for the first time in the history of the Dark Skin Activist Tour, I want to bring you all a pay-per-view version of my play on the Dark Skin Activist Tour called A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. All right. So please go ahead and donate. Everyone that makes a donation is going to receive a copy, an autographed copy of my book. I hope you guys can see that. Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Darkism is a brand new paradigm, a brand new concept that I created. And by the way, Kanye West, you should read this book because you suffer from severe and utter darkism. Okay. Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. You will get a autographed copy of this book, and I'm telling you, it is absolutely groundbreaking. There is nothing like it out here. People talk about colorism. Darkism is a brand new paradigm that only deals with the discrimination of dark-skinned people. And I want to ask everyone to make a donation. Here's the GoFundMe right here. Once again, all you have to do is go to the GoFundMe and make that donation. I'm going to put the link there in the chat box. I would prefer that people not donate to Super Chat, because the thing with YouTube, they take forever to send money to you once you earn it. But with GoFundMe, the money goes into my account. I believe it's in 1 to 3 business days, and I'm able to use it as cash flow immediately, which is what I need in order to go ahead and produce the show and put out my brand new book. I'm asking everyone to please support my efforts. Once again, go to my website. Go to my GoFundMe and make a donation. Now, if you want to donate to my PayPal and you want to cut out the middleman, all you have to do is go to paypal.com. And I'm going to give you guys the email address. I'm copying it and pasting it. I'm putting the email address right here in the chat box. So please, 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 I'm asking everybody to go ahead and make a donation. All the money goes towards producing the Dark Skin Activist Tour, featuring, once again, my one-woman show, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. My website is queenofdarkskin.com. And I encourage everyone, if you have not gone to my website, please go and check my website out. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video on there. It is my life story called The Dark Skinned Girl's Triumph, which is the first story to introduce the bullied for a dark skinned girl narrative. A Dark Skinned Girl's Triumph introduces my life story. Okay. Get information on me, the world's first dark skinned activist. It's very important that you do that. I want everybody to understand who I am and why I created the science of dark skin activism. Also, you can go to the website and check out the link right here. It will take you to the first colorism/darkism debate that I presented last year. It was on Sonetta TV. You can watch that debate. It's an excellent debate. Learn more about me. Scroll on down to the website and just get more information about why I created the first dark skin platform in the world for dark skin back in 1998. There are plenty articles on here that you can read up about me. I've also written more books on dark skin than anyone in the world. Very important. So what you can do also, I encourage you to go ahead and type in your name, your email address, and your information, and you can get How to Be the Hottest Dark Skinned Chick on the Planet, which is the first motivational book. Groundbreaking stuff. No one's ever done what I've done before. And I don't say that to brag. I say it because it's the facts. Absolutely groundbreaking. When nobody cared about dark skin, I was in 1998 developing dark skin activism, the first platform for dark skin, and the whole world should know about it. So make sure you subscribe to my channel. Make sure you share this website. Make sure you share this video. It's very important that we do that. Okay. And once again, make sure you go ahead and donate. And you can go and you can get, like I said, get more information about me. You can get my bio. It's right here. You can get my information about the campaign that I started for the equalization of dark skin. Get information about my press. All the information is right here on my website. As well, you can Google me, the dark skin activist Rashida Strober, because I want people to know who they're talking to, who they're communicating with, and why I created the first platform for dark skin. So please, 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 I encourage you to make sure you go ahead and donate. And I'm going to stop the screen sharing right now. And I'm going to continue my assessment of the interview with Charlemagne, Kanye West and Charlemagne. He also spoke about the possibility of him running for the presidency. And immediately, my thoughts were, there's no way in the world, and I'm honest enough to admit this, that I, Rashida Strober, the world's first dark-skinned activist, would ever vote for a black man with a non-black wife for the presidency of the United States. I wouldn't do it. And I think President Obama, former President Obama, I think he understood that clearly. Clearly. He understood that having a black wife gave him legitimacy to call himself the first black president of the United States, which I would disagree. I don't think that Barack Obama was the first black president of the United States. I think he was the first mixed race president. But the point is, at least he understood the importance of, if I'm going to run as the first black president of the United States, I need to have a black woman by my side. So Kanye West, I highly doubt that you would win. And you know what? I could be wrong. But my prediction is you would not win running as a black man with a non-black wife for the presidency of the United States. But he cocky, he narcissistic, he thinks he could do it. Does he have the right to think that? Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. As a dark-skinned Black woman, I was particularly disturbed when he continued to, or he spoke several times in an interview about protecting his wife. Now, I will say this: I can understand a man protecting his wife from harm, because a lot of y'all are aware of the situation with Kim Kardashian when she was robbed, and I don't wish that on anybody. But it's just this whole idea of him, the whole idea of a Black man, just they want to protect and serve and take care of non-Black women when they marry them. And I'm thinking to myself the whole time, what about protecting the Black woman? I believe Malcolm X said something to the effect of the Black woman is the most oppressed or unprotected woman on the planet. And you, Kanye West, when you sat there and you spoke about protecting your non-Black wife, it irked my soul. It disturbed me. Because where's the protection for the dark-skinned Black woman? I've never been protected. I've never felt protected by the Black man, less known any man. Where's my protection? But I'm too dark-skinned. I'm too nappy-headed. I'm too manly. I'm too Black and ugly. I can protect my damn self. Reminds me of Sojourner Truth. Ain't I a woman? Ain't I a woman worthy of protection and love and care too? And then on that note, as the interview closed, he spoke about wealth. Oh, the contradictions. And I could tell that he wanted to sort of have this praise, to be praised for being a Black man that, overcame this system of racism to achieve wealth. And he's struggling towards being this super Black mogul. But I can't praise you when, again, I think about the fact that all that wealth is going into the hands of a non-Black woman who already got money. Why not get a Black woman and raise her up and put money in back into the Black community? But you don't see that, Kanye West. That's the contradiction. That's the irony of it all, y'all. He goes on and on about they end up walking on his 360 or his 300 acres of land in Wyoming, and he talks about developing communities. And I'm thinking to myself, you're doing none of this with a Black woman, but you want praise as a Black man for accumulating this wealth. Oh, the motherfucking irony. Charlemagne asked the question. He said, why do we need validation from white people? Kanye said, because our cake got taken away when we were 3 years old. We broken. We in assimilation. To me, that's admitting defeat. And I feel that Kanye, what I got from this interview, although there were some highlights that I could say that I empathize with you and I agree with you, what I got from this interview is that you are a defeated Black man. You are a walking contradiction. You're defeated. And your white woman will never be able to understand that she's not Black. She doesn't get it. You want so much for people to look at you as this tortured Black man, and but yet you don't even want your own Black woman. Anytime you see a Black man that cannot even appreciate and love and respect his Black woman by reflecting that through the union, through the marriage of the Black man and the Black woman, how can I respect you? You make no sense. You are a confused, walking contradiction, and you're dangerous. You're dangerous to young, impressionable Black men out here who are still trying to find their way in society, who are still trying to figure out how to operate in the world where there's still racism, where we got our Black men being shot down by the police, where we got we've got disparities in education, in the prison system. We have all these socioeconomic issues that continue to persist in our communities. You are a danger to Black men, because what you're saying is, Black man, you can have all this wealth, but you gotta leave Black women aside. You can't bring the Black woman. And when he get on, he leave your ass for a white girl. And when he get on, he leave your ass for a white. That pretty much sums it up. This is my perspective, y'all. That's what I got from watching the interview. And it's just sorely, sorely, sorely disappointing. I'm looking at y'all comments. Once again, I want to encourage y'all to please go and make a donation to my GoFundMe. The money goes to the Dark Skin Activist Tour. For the first time in history of the Dark Skin Activist Tour, my plan is to release it on pay-per-view so anybody anywhere in the world can watch a Dark Skin Woman's Revenge on the Dark Skin Activist Tour live. So I'm asking that everyone please make a donation. And once again, Lauren, can you cut that down? Once again, you will get a copy of my book, which everybody should have in their repertoire. Everybody should have this book in your library. $25 or more will get you this book. I'm hoping everybody can see that. Darkism, 25 ways dark-skinned people are discriminated against. Make a donation. You can go to my PayPal, once again, or you can go to my GoFundMe. I would really appreciate it. The money is going to be put to, obviously, of course, always put to good use. Give me a second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Okay, I'm back, y'all. Okay, so real quick, I want to say, wow, thank you, Harry, for your $50 donation. Oh, you know what? Thank you. I wish that I would have said Adventures of Truck Driving Diva. Shout out to you. Thank you for your donation. I wish that I would have told you, and I'm very sorry. What I need to do is disable my hold on 1 second, y'all, hold on, give me a second. Hold on, y'all. I wish that I would have told you guys not to donate on the chat, because the super chat, and this is my fault. The thing with super chat, YouTube takes a while to give people their money, like all the money that, like, people that have donated to me on super chat. Thank y'all. That money is still sitting there. So God knows how long it's going to take for YouTube to pay out the $50, for example, that Harry M, thank you so much, just donated. So I'm going to ask that everyone that wants to make a donation, I'm going to ask that everybody please donate to either my GoFundMe or to my PayPal, please. I'm going to ask that everybody do that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to disable that chat, because I promise y'all, and if y'all do any research into how YouTube does their payout, they take a long time. If you don't meet a certain threshold, and I don't really know the particulars and how they come up with their calculations, but what I do know is I am not going to get that money until YouTube gets ready, and they take a long time to do it. And so what I need is cash flow, because I do have a brand new book that's coming out. I'm putting the GoFundMe donation link there. I have a brand new book that is coming out that I want to promote heavily, and that I need promotional funds for that. And I want to, once again, I want to say thank you very much, Adventures of Truck Driving. And I want to say thank you very much, Harry M. And I want to say thank you to everybody. I want everybody to know how grateful I am to y'all that have made donations to me. I don't care how great or small it's been. I don't care. I want every single person to know that I am very appreciative of everything that you have done. Now, I'm trying to understand real quick here, Adventures of Truck Driving. Hold on one second, because I want to make sure when people make their donations of $25 or more, I want to make sure that you receive your book. That is very important, and that you receive it in a timely manner. So sometimes people are going to my PayPal and they're making their donation, and then sometimes people are going on the GoFundMe and they're making their donation. So if you make your donation on on the GoFundMe, or if you make your donation through PayPal and it's $25 or more, then what I will do is send you Darkism 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against, a autographed copy. Okay, everybody that makes a donation of $25 or more. Now, if you make a donation of $25 or less, I will send you an electronic version of it. So once again, I just want to make sure everybody clearly understands that. Hold on one second, because I got two GoFundMes here. Give me 1 second, y'all. And I'm just kind of checking here, because like I said, when people make their donations of $25 or more, I want to make sure that they get their books, the paperback copy of their books. And if they make their donations of $25 or less, I want to make sure they get their electronic copies, because it is very important to me that I deliver on all of my promises. It is extremely important to me. Okay, so I'm just checking on the GoFundMes to see if anybody has made a recent donation. But anyway, so yes, please, if you want to make a donation to me tonight, please do not make it on the super chat, because once again, it is going to take YouTube, and I wish that they would not do this, because people out here are running real campaigns where they really need the funds to be able to support their efforts immediately. And I'm getting ready to drop a new book. I'm almost about to tell y'all the name of the book. Oh my God. It's like, I'm so freaking excited about it. And I'm going to be promoting that book, and that is going to require funds to promote the book. So that is another reason why I'm asking for people to make sure that they please make donations, because those funds go directly towards the promotion, the distribution of my books, the production of my plays. That is where this money goes towards. So I want to thank everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot thank y'all enough. I cannot thank y'all enough. Okay, so now I'm just getting to the comments here. Hey, Miss Faith Butterfly. Oh, thank you. You say, hey, Rashida, this was a great analysis of Kanye. I think Kanye wants to practice darkism, but gets mad when darkism is practiced on him. That's a great analysis. Like how he was upset about being punished when he arrived late. Yeah, and he totally played the race card on that. He totally, if you listen to I don't know if y'all have listened to that interview, but if you go and listen, everything that I'm saying, you can go listen to the interview, because I pride myself on being honest about what people have said, what people have done in their in interviews. I like to go straight to the source in terms of the person and speak on what came out of that person's mouth. Okay. And so that's what it is with Kanye West. That's what he said. Okay. Once again, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm putting these links here for you guys. I'm putting the PayPal link. I'm putting the GoFundMe link, and I'm putting the PayPal email address for those of you that want to go ahead and make that donation and get the book Darkism. Kanye West needs to make $1 million donation to Rashida Strober, the dark-skinned activist, so that I can continue to promote darkism, continue to make people aware that darkism is real. I've been on the ground with this since 1998. Social media, let me tell y'all something, is nothing but another platform that I've done this grassroots work on. So let me go up because I want to kind of read through the comments here. I want to say thank you to everybody that's watching. Thank you, My Tribe TV, All Out Attack. I love you right back, and I'm gonna definitely keep up the work. Adventures of Truck Driving. I'm trying to understand. You said you donated $25. Are you sending that through the mail? Please let me know so I can look out for that. Huh?
How do you spell no? I don't know how to spell no.
N-O. Okay. Let's see. Antonisha Johnson, thank you for watching. You said European standard of beauty isn't imposed everywhere. You are so right. And that's one of the reasons why I, again, I can empathize with Kanye West and black men on certain levels who practice darkism in their marriage and dating choices, because he even said, let me go back to one of his quotes when Charlemagne asked him, let me go back to the question. He said, why do we always need validation from white people? Kanye basically admitted that he was defeated in saying, because our cape got taken away when we were 3 years old. And in my mind, from the time a black man is born on this earth and they are able to do things like watch television, they're able to do things like listen to music, they are inundated with images of non-black, non-dark-skinned women who they are told are beautiful, are happy, are kind, are sweet, are feminine. While in the black community, we're not seeing that. We're not seeing the promotion of that. So you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Let me see. Shout out to everybody. And if I don't get to your comment, I apologize. I am trying my best. There's a lot of people on here watching. I want to say thank you to every single person for taking the time out of your night to watch. Timothy Stevenson. You say that's what these Hollywood swoons do. Unfortunately, you're right. Shout out to Melanin Nation TM. We are not all one race, and it's two races. I would argue that we're, of course, all a part of the human race. But the problem is the phenotype. This is the thing that people that want to be race apologists and try to dismiss the fact that there's inequalities between the races. They want to pretend under the guise of we're all one race. The fact remains that people are still discriminated against based on phenotype. And that the darker skinned people of the world with the nappy hair of the world are the ones that are the most discriminated against. Kanye West, you're not going to be able to get around that because you yourself, you even said in your gated community, that's another comment he made about in his gated community, he still suffers from the impact of racism. Go figure. Go figure. So folks, you can't dance around race. Let's see. Hold on one second. I'm reading your comment. Adventures of Truck Driving Diva. Please make sure that you email me a mailing address where you want your book sent to, and I will get your book out ASAP. Adventures of Truck Driving Diva. I'm going to go ahead and put the email address here that you can email me. Dark skin is beautiful campaign at gmail.com. I just was reading your comment. And if you have not received your book, I want to make sure you get your book immediately. And once again, anybody that makes a donation to my campaign, you will get an autographed copy. If it's $25 or more, should I say, you're going to get an autographed copy of my book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Now, if you donate anything below $25, and I'm speaking on the GoFundMe or through PayPal, you will get my book. Okay, so I want to make sure everybody knows that $25 or more, it's the paperback version, autographed copy. Under $25 is the electronic version. So make sure you go and make that donation. Let me go up and read some more comments here. Daryl Phil, shout out to you. Thank you for watching. Skiba Reeves, shout out to you. Thank you for watching as well. Jess, let's see. Let me say your name right. Saying so. I've never understood you said why darker is considered less desired. It makes no sense. It makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me either. And that's the reason why I started the first platform for dark skin, because even as a little girl growing up, I could not understand why. I was always searching for the answers, trying to figure out why people were treating me less than because my skin is dark. I didn't understand it. And I've literally spent my life and built my life around understanding and getting an answer to that question. And that's why y'all see the dark skin activists here on social media, here pushing the dark skin activist campaign. That's why I gave birth to the science of dark skin activism, because I wanted to answer that very question, that burning question, as a professor of mine used to say. He always used to talk about the burning question, the idea of the burning question. And Professor Carr is his name. He was my history professor back when I was in graduate and undergraduate school. The burning question, why? And I'm still trying to answer that question to this day. I'm still trying to understand, because to me, obviously, dark skin is beautiful. Shout out to Natasha Bernard. She sent me this shirt of fashionably fashionablyfab.com. Y'all can check it out. I got melanin. I got plenty of melanin. So let me go back to some of the comments here. Let's see who else we got. Getting text messages as we speak here. Let's see, trying to scroll up here. HTV3, you say, Kanye, what of the ones that didn't make it to the age of 29 with their husk, one that had no public platform to import an opinion? How about those people? Absolutely, you hit the what they say, the nail on the head, or what, however the saying go. You hit it. And that's the thing. That's why it was so upsetting when he spoke about the slaves, blaming the slaves for their own victimization. He has the platform, and I believe the person on TMZ, I believe his name is Van. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong. Where he basically passionately tore into Kanye West, basically stating something similar to what you just stated, HTV3. You know, that other scores of other Black people throughout the world don't have the platform, don't have the wealth you have. It's easy for you to come up on here and whine and complain about these things that you're going through as a wealthy Black man, because you have the ear of all these people that have huge platforms like TMZ, you know, like Charlemagne. You know, you have these platforms, and it's not fair. It's not fair that you would do this and disgrace other Black people who don't. Adrian Dickerson, you say Kanye is playing us. Yeah, he playing us all right. Absolutely, he's playing us. Big time. Big time. And I don't care how brilliant he is. And I think he's, as a musician, that is, I think he's a super talented musician. I will not be spending one dime of my money on his music. I am so totally not interested in putting money in your pocket, making you wealthy. And furthermore, I'm pretty sure you don't care, because you got scores of other people who will ignorantly continue to financially support you. Red face, you said, do I like black jelly beans? Oh, yeah, I like black jelly beans. I do. Sakiba Reeves, shout out to you. I'm scrolling up and I see your $5 donation. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is much appreciated. It is much. Shayla Diamond, shout out to you. God bless you as well. Thank you for always tuning in. Soup Bone, what's up? Shout out to you. Let's see. Ike's Lions Den, shout out to you. Life as Ashley Williams, hey. Water Sniper, shout out to you. I'm trying to make sure I shout out everybody, and thank y'all. LP, shout out to you. Shout out to everybody that's watching. Shout out to everybody that's tuning in. Red Face, I think I shouted you out already. DJ Batman, shout out to you. I appreciate everybody that's listening tonight. I appreciate everybody that's listening, because when we have people like Kanye West who have huge platforms that's able to come on to these big platforms when they could be doing actual good, but he chooses to come and create controversy that is detrimental to Black people. That is once again, shout out to Harry M for your $50 donation. Shout out to you. Once again, shout out to Adventures of Truck Driving Diva. Shout out to you. You know, you choose to come on to social media platforms and instead of do things that are positive to help Black people, you choose to continue to make it bad for Black people. That's what you chose to do, Kanye West. And it's very disappointing, y'all. Very disappointing. Once again, I want to say thank you to everybody for watching. And I'm going to go ahead.
Mommy.
And I was just reading a quick comment here. That's beautiful, Lauren.
I love my mom.
I love you too. I love you more than anything in this world. You was a sweet baby. Beautiful black chocolate doll, natural hair, sister lock, beautiful angel. That's what you are. Timothy Stevenson. I'm not sure what that is, but if you could email me, please, I would really appreciate that. Email me. One of your comments just caught my eye. Miss Faith Butterfly, you talked about Kanye managed a dark-skinned female artist named Estelle. Yeah, I know who Estelle is, and I think she's very talented, and I love her music. Yes, I do. And you know, that's the thing. Kanye West, shout out to Spirit of Truth. Kanye West has a history of actually liking the music of dark-skinned females. Again, I spoke about the great Lauryn Hill. Okay. You know, he's spoken highly of Lauryn Hill. He likes their music. But my thing is, I understand, and I spoke about this a long time ago in 2014 in a video that I talked about Kanye West. I don't understand how that appreciation and love of Black women doesn't translate to who you choose to marry and be with. I don't. That is the $1 million question for me. It just doesn't make sense, and it bothers me. And that, to me, folks, is a form of darkism. It is a form of darkism. Using dark skin, it's like you're using dark skin women. Going back to Kendrick Lamar, that's my whole argument with Kendrick Lamar. You know, I felt like he used dark skin women in his videos to sort of come up and build up this audience. But that's not who you really are. That's not what you really like. It's deceptive. So I'm just on the fence about it. I'm confused about it. Once again, thank you, Sakiba Reeves, for your $10 donation. If you wouldn't mind, please giving me your email address so I can make sure I want to get the book Darkism to you. I want to make sure I get the book Darkism to you. So please, 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 Sakiba, if you are still on here and you're still listening, please go ahead and shoot me your email address, because I want to make for certain that I get the book to you. I am very appreciative of all y'all donations, all y'all support. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you have not subscribed yet, make sure you subscribe. Okay. Very, very, very important. Yeah, it kind of leaves me in a haze. That's the thing that has confused me about. Same thing with John Legend. Same thing with John Legend. I feel the same thing about him. And I noticed that a lot of these dudes, they like Lauryn Hill. They like Lauryn Hill's work. Make no mistake, John Legend, okay, Kanye West. But again, I'm not understanding how that does not translate, because Lauryn Hill's absolutely drop dead gorgeous. How does that not translate into your choice of mate? If I could sit down and ask them that question, y'all, I would absolutely ask them that question. I would absolutely ask that question, because I just don't understand. And I want to understand. I want to understand that. Make me understand how you could go about using Black women and their talent and Black culture, turn it around and flip it into money, because that's what you're doing. You're flipping the talent into money, and then take that wealth that you created from utilizing that Black female talent and give it to a non-Black woman. It's just, y'all, it's mind-boggling to me. It's darkism, obviously, but it's still mind-boggling to me that these men have the audacity, that these men have the gall to even do that.
Mama.
Okay, hold on. Okay.
Thank you.
You're absolutely welcome. As promised, I am getting ready to send out your book, Sakiba. And thank you very much once again for your donation. I am so appreciative of it. Just bear with me because I'm sending out the book. Yes, as promised, anyone that donates $25 or more, you're gonna get an autographed copy of my book, Darkism: 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Anyone that donates less than $25 is going to get an electronic version of my book, Darkism: 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. So what I'm doing right now, as promised, I am sending Sakiba, my latest donor on my GoFundMe, the electronic version of Darkism: 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. And I hope you enjoy. I just sent it to you. Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So yes, please make sure you go to my GoFundMe and donate. Please don't donate to the super chat. Like I said, it's my fault for having that super chat up. I'm gonna have to disable it, because what happens is YouTube takes a long time to get the money to us. If you donate through my GoFundMe or if you donate through my PayPal, the money comes to me within 1 to 3 business days, and I'm able to utilize that money as cash flow to put into the Dark Skin Activist campaign, the Dark Skin is Beautiful campaign. Y'all, I have a book, a brand new book coming out, and I'm so tempted to just spill the beans on the name. I am so tempted because I'm so excited about it, but that book needs marketing. I need funds to market the book, and that's another reason why ask for your donations because the money will go towards the marketing of that particular book. And I'm so close to releasing it. I was working on it today, and y'all are absolutely going to love it. Y'all have never heard this angle before. Y'all know that I created the dark skin platform. This was unheard of before Rashida Strober came along, the dark skin activist. And I got a new treat for y'all in this book, something that y'all ain't never seen this before. Y'all gonna just be like, y'all gonna be blown away. But I need y'all help. I need y'all help with the marketing and the promoting. And Kanye West, if you're watching this, make a donation. I need $1 million donor to take this thing to the next level. And I am believing God for $1 million donor so that I could take those funds and be able to institute the Dark Skin Activist Tour on the level that it's supposed to be on. And I'm never going to stop. I am never going to come hell and high water. I am going to continue on this dark skin activist campaign. I am going to continue to keep fighting because I know that what I'm doing is righteous. I know what I'm doing is right. And once again, I want to say shout out to you, H. I'm trying to scroll up to, hold on one second. Harry M, because I couldn't see the name all the way, but I scrolled all the way up and now I see the comment. Thank you very much. Sakiba, thank you, everybody. I just want to thank y'all. Yes, ma'am. Get what black spots off?
The black cream spots off.
Off of what?
The table.
Okay, well, don't worry about it, baby.
I accidentally dropped on the table.
Don't worry. We'll take care of it. But yes, y'all. So, yeah, I mean, this whole thing with Kanye West is just, I mean, it was just real upsetting to me. I'm a very emotional person. I internalize stuff when people say certain things in regards to race. It's emotional for me in so many ways because, you know, just being a dark-skinned woman in this society and going through all the things that I've gone through with poverty, with, you know, darkism, just, you know, in everyday life, just to see this man use his platform in a ill-productive way is just, it's really sad. You know, shout out to Melanated NYC Empress. Shout out to you. Thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate that. Calvin Reynard, shout out to you. I understand what you're saying. I get it. Sakiba Reeves, I just sent your book, by the way. I get it. But what I don't think that people understand, and I know I'm always attacked for being transparent and open about my feelings in regards to Black men and darkism. Okay. People don't want to hear it. People just don't. And that's another reason why the more people just deny things and they don't want to hear it, the more people, you know, want to marginalize me as a dark-skinned woman and want me to shut up as the dark-skinned activist, the more I continue to hammer in on it. Because people just, your own people, it's like they don't even want to hear what you got to say. They don't want to hear your pain, what you're going through. It's like it makes them uncomfortable to hear your pain in terms of what you got to say. You know what I'm saying? And it's wrong. Y'all, it's oh, Lord have mercy. Let me go see real quick if I can find, let me see if Star has released, I don't know if he's released the interview. I don't know. But I'm going to go to his,
Before we move forward.
Hold on one second. I'm going to his channel right now. And I don't see it. I don't know if we were live or if we were pre-recorded. He might have been.
Before we move forward.
Hold on one second, y'all. He might have been.
Tommy.
Hold on. He might have been. It might have been a recording, and what he may do is, I don't know, release it later on. That's what I'm thinking. That could be the case, but yeah, y'all, this is how I feel. That's my assessment of the interview. Like I said, it was a real painful for me to watch, but I'm proud of myself that I was able. I was thinking about this after I watched the interview. 4 times. I'm proud of myself that I was able to maturely, calmly, and objectively sit through that interview at least 4 times and listen to what this man had to say. That was big on my part. So sometimes we have to look at ourselves and be honest with ourselves. And I'm honest with myself. I know what my limits are. I know what irks me, what hurts me, what aggravates me. And it just shows my level of maturity and my level of growth by being able to sit there and listen to this man speak. It was a quite an enlightening experience. It really was. And I'm actually glad I did it. I am. Miss Faith Butterfly, you said, Rashida, I've been meaning to ask you, did you make Charlemagne remove your Donkey of the Day video? No, I didn't. No. So yeah. So once again, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here because I know I've been on here talking for a long time. I really enjoyed coming up on here talking to y'all tonight. It is Rashida Strober, the world's first dark-skinned activist. Rashida Strober, the queen of dark skin. Rashida Strober, the first woman in history to create a platform for dark skin. Rashida Strober, the first woman in history to create a movement for dark skin. Make sure y'all visit my website, queenofdarkskin.com. Also, subscribe to this channel. Also, make sure you share this video and like and comment on the video. Also, I want you to subscribe to the channel because once again, for the first time in the history of the Dark Skin Activist Tour, I am going to be releasing a Dark Skin Woman's Revenge. Yes, ma'am. Pay-per-view. And whenever I get all of the particulars together right here on my channel, Dark Skin TV, Rashida Strober, I'm going to be letting the whole world know where you can get your pay-per-view tickets. And you will be, for the first time, able to watch from the comfort of your own home a Dark Skin Woman's Revenge. Y'all going to love it. And also look out. At any minute, I'm getting ready to drop my next dark skin book. Remember, I've written more books on dark skin than anybody in the world. I am the first artist, the first activist, the first social commentator, the first actress, the first author to focus my work only on dark skin. I've been doing it since 1998. So I'm getting ready to drop this hot like fire book, my hot like fire dark skin book. I'm excited about that. I was actually working on the book all day today. I'm going to be doing some of the final edits tomorrow. I'm actually working on the book cover. Please make sure you go and make a donation. I cannot stress. It is very important, y'all. I'm not Kanye West. I ain't got big money like that. Please go make a donation. Make it to my GoFundMe or make it to Daryl Phil. You're welcome. Make sure you go to, make it on my GoFundMe. I'm going to put the link there again. I'm putting it there right there in the chat box. Make sure y'all go to my GoFundMe and donate because I really need these funds to promote the hell out of my groundbreaking dark skin book. So what I'm going to do right here, and I'm going to encourage you guys to go and make sure you please make a donation. I cannot stress that enough. Also, if you do not want to make the donation on GoFundMe, you have the option, the wonderful option of going to my PayPal. I'm going to go ahead and put that there and make a donation. And anyone that gives $25 or more is going to get my book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. You're going to get that. But I am believing God that there is someone out there that has $1 million to donate so that I can really, really push the books and everything that I need to push, because I want y'all to know I'm never going to stop. This is my life's work to be the world's first dark-skinned activist. Be a part of this. Help me make this happen. I'm dropping my next dark-skinned book probably I'm hoping by the end of next week, and maybe before that. I'm getting ready to drop it. Hopefully the next time I come up on here, Y'all gonna see the book. I'm gonna be able to show y'all the book. Y'all want y'all to get the book. Oh my God. I am so freaking excited. Please make a donation tonight. And I want to thank you guys so much for taking the time to watch this analysis of Kanye West's interview with Charlemagne. Once again, I'm gonna throw that PayPal up there for everybody to see. And hold on one second. That's the TMZ. Hold on one second. All right, that's not what I want to show. Okay, here we go, y'all. Here we go.
Everybody wants to know, who is Rashida Strober? And what's this dark-skinned thing she started? Well, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark-skinned activist, is the first woman in history to create a movement only for dark skin. Rashida Strober is the creator, the originator, the architect of the first platform in history for dark skin. She created this dark skin platform in the year 1998 and called it dark skin activism, and called herself the dark skin activist. Now, since 1998, Rashida Strober, the world's first and only dark skin activist, built from the ground up the dark skin activist platform into a global brand. Facts about Rashida. Rashida Strober is the originator, creator, architect of the dark skin platform. 1998, Rashida gave birth to dark skin activism with a speech about the dark skinned Sudanese model Alec Weck at St. Petersburg College. From 1998 to 2005, Rashida served as an activist in her community while continuing to develop creative works around only dark skin. In 2006, Rashida created the Dark Skin Activist Tour featuring her one-woman play, A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. In 2009, Rashida built the first dark skin website. Also in 2009, Rashida brought the first dark skin platform to social media by creating the first channel for dark skin on YouTube and social media. In 2012, Rashida created the first dark skin show that focused only on the issues of dark skin, called A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge. In 2011, Rashida created the concept, the paradigm of darkism. That's right, darkism, meaning the discrimination of dark-skinned people. And she wrote and published the book, Darkism, 25 Ways Dark-Skinned People Are Discriminated Against. Now, the book can be found at queenofdarkskin.com or Amazon. In 2013, Rashida wrote the first motivational book for dark-skinned females called How to Be the Hottest Dark-Skinned Chick on the Planet. The book can be found at queenofdarkskin.com or Amazon. In 2013, Rashida made history by appearing on TV as the first to bring the dark skin platform to the masses, by being the first to bring the bully for a dark skinned girl narrative to TV when she discussed her play A Dark Skinned Woman's Revenge on Bay News 9. In 2014, Rashida brought dark skin counseling online and has since counseled countless people on colorism and darkism. She is the first person in history to do colorism and darkism counseling. In 2014, Rashida introduced the Dark Skin Activist platform to the Tommy Sotomayor Show, which was previously unheard of. Since 2014, Rashida set the colorism debate standards that all others have followed by debating countless men and women on social media in regards to colorism and darkism. YouTube Rashida Strober interviews. In 2015, the dark skin activist brand became famous and known to millions because of the Kendrick Lamar beef Rashida had with Kendrick in regards to colorism and darkism. In 2015, people all over the world wrote about the dark skin activist Rashida Strober, including The Breakfast Club and Charlemagne, making Rashida Strober Donkey of the Day for being the dark skin activist and calling out Kendrick Lamar's colorism. In 2017, Rashida was an opponent in the first colorism/darkism debate with another woman on Sonetta TV. Rashida Strober is the first artist to focus her work only on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first author to write only on dark skin. Rashida Strober has written more books on dark skin than anyone in the world. Rashida Strober has written more plays on dark skin than anyone in the world. Rashida Strober is the creator of social commentary on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first actress to initiate performances only on dark skin. Rashida Strober is the first debater to focus only on darkism and colorism. Rashida Strober is the creator of the paradigm darkism. Rashida Strober is the undisputed queen of dark skin, as evidenced by her stellar record that stems back to 1998 when she built the first dark skin platform called Dark Skin Activism. QueenofDarkskin.com. Rashida Strober, the dark skin activist.